If we want to remove fear, it has to be the full enchilada. We can't just remove preliminal fears, because eventually, one day, whether it's now, 20 years, 50 years, or in the next lifetime, we will have to come to confront the one fundamental fear, which is the fear of our own non-existence. I've been through a psychosis of fear. Fear is something that I had to vigorously face in one point of my life, to the same extent that my mother probably had to face when she was terminally ill. So this fear of death, this fear of non-existence, it arises from the belief in what we are. Because if we didn't have a sense of what we were, we wouldn't fear death, because there would be nothing that we could perceive that could possibly die, or that could possibly end, or that could possibly change. So the belief in death comes from a belief in a false idea of what we are. The real premise of this entire thing, and the only way I would suggest that anyone could actually remove the fear of death, is to realize what they are. If I had psychosis for almost 2 years of consistently believing I was going to die, that random things were going to kill me, that I was going to get hit by a car, that I was going to get blown up, and blah, 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 with chronic anxiety of that happening consistently every day, if I'm now living in complete freedom and non-fear, which anyone who knows me would tell you, then it might be worthy of taking on board what I'm sharing, even if I'm wrong. If you even adopted this as a belief, it's going to help you. It's a win-win is what I'm trying to say. Even if you don't believe me, it's a win-win to at least be open to the possibility of what I'm sharing. The first thing we have to realize is that we're not an object. We are not an object in experience. If you were to go to your experience right now, you experience thoughts, you experience perceptions. Perceptions include all your sense faculties, even including your feelings, and your thoughts. They all include any type of thought, image, memory, visualization. That's all there is to your experience. Now, these experiences, they are experienced. Even your body, the reason I didn't include your body in there is because your body is made of essentially images and perceptions. You see? If you were to experience your body directly, all your experience is either a sight, if you look at it, a visual, an image or a perception, or a sensation. That's all there is to the experience of your body. So on one level, all you're really experiencing is your mind, you see? Because even the sight of your body, how do you know that isn't just a visualization of your mind, a representation of your mind? You don't know, because your eyes, you're perceiving an external world from that point of view. And I say that provisionally. Don't debate me in the comments. So this experience that we're having is purely a mind experience. And we notice that we are aware of the mind. We're not inside the mind, you see? As an experience, science may tell us, even though they've never really discovered this, science may tell us we're in the mind because they can't think of any other place that we could possibly be, because they are locked into this rigid format of time and space. But if you were to actually go to your experience, you will experience that you experience thoughts, images, sensations, perceptions. You experience your experience. So notice that there is a distinction between you and your experience. And your experience includes not just the perception of a world, but it includes the perception of your body, and it includes the experience of your mind. Now, this is your first glimpse into realizing that you are not an object in experience, because where are you in the content of that experience? Let's investigate that. Try to find you in the experience that you're having. If you go to your sense perceptions, can you feel yourself? Because if you're there as an object, you must be able to find yourself as an object. You see? You must exist somewhere because you're there, you're listening to my words. But the question is, what is listening to my words? What is understanding my words? It's obviously not a sensation. You see? Your sense perceptions, your sensation your skin, your touch, whatever you want to call that realm of experience, is obviously not hearing my words or understanding them. So a little bit closer, let's go to our hearing. You're hearing my words, but are your ears understanding my words? No, they're obviously not. Are your ears aware of my words? No, they're not. You are aware of not just your ears, but you are aware of the sound and you are aware of the meaning. But you are not inherently the meaning or the sound, you see? Now let's go to your sights. You are obviously not what you see. You experience what you see. You cannot be fundamentally something that you can see. Now, you're obviously not something that you're obviously not the smelling aspect or the tasting aspect of your experience. I don't think there's much need to go in that direction. So now let's go to the sensation perception. Are you inside the body? Well, where are you? If you are there, tell me where you are. You'll notice that anywhere you go is just merely a sensation. You are experiencing it. There's you experiencing the thing you're experiencing. Well, let's try and find the one that you're experiencing, not the objects that you experience. Where is that one? That's the only real one in this experience. Everything else comes and goes. Your sensations come and go, your perceptions come and go, your thoughts come and go, your feelings come and go, your emotions come and go. But you are constantly there, observing, witnessing, and recognizing all this experience take place. Where is that aspect of experience? You'll notice that that aspect of experience it's nowhere. We could say it's here, but where is here really? Here is in the placeless place of where awareness takes place. You notice that awareness is that which is aware of all of your experience. Now tell me, can you claim that to be an object? It's obviously not an object. Can you taste awareness? Can you touch awareness? Can you feel awareness? Can you see awareness? You obviously can't see it, touch it, taste it, feel it. It has no texture, it has no form. Keep going there, back and back and back. Go to this sense of awareness. It's what you are. Because you would answer the question, yes. If I asked you, are you aware? You would say yes. Can you take the you aspect away from awareness? That's the next place to explore. Try it right now. Close your eyes, and can you take the I-ness, the sense of I or myself, can you take that away from awareness? Can you say that I am something and awareness is something else? If so, try and find the border or the distance between where you take place and where awareness takes place. And try and find the you. We're not just caring about awareness here. We want to find you. You are the priority here. Not awareness, not experience. But the point is if you're not awareness, then where are you? You see? Because anything that you find, you would be aware of. So it would be another thing that could arise and disappear. So what we see here is as we go back and back and back, we peel back the layers, all we're left with is awareness. And it just so happens that anyone who embarks on this exploration will see the same thing. There is nothing left to their experience. And when awareness is aware of itself, we call it being. Pure being, nothing to be aware of. And truly, awareness is never really aware of itself. Awareness is the knowing of itself. There is only awareness to be aware of. So in that sense, there's nothing left. No object to take place. You see? No objective experience replacing it. Just pure awareness. Anywhere you go to try and find it, you just find an object. Witnessed by the unobjective awareness that experiences it. Now, this is the first step to help us relieve that sense of fear of non-existence, because you've just experienced your own non-existence. You see, in the sense that you already went through. And this is really an ego death. This is the death of the sense of separation, because you realize awareness is not separate from anything. The next step that we would go into is to realize that we are a raw perceiving aspect. Everything is made of this sense of awareness. You can't take awareness away from the sound of my voice. You can't take awareness away from the sound of your thought. It's inherent in all experience. So this sense of awareness, I would suggest going there as often as you can, because this sense of awareness is it's you on a fundamental level. You have no border, you have no size, you have no shape. You cannot disappear. You cannot make awareness disappear. It's impossible. It has never came into existence. It's never going to go out of existence. It is existence. All things that we perceive borrow their existence from awareness. You see, all people that we perceive borrow their existence from awareness. There is no existence other than awareness. So everything that we experience is actually one holonymous, seamless experience of being, pure reality. It cannot die, it cannot be disturbed. It's ever-present love. And the reason we call it love is because when that shines into experience, unrestricted by resistance, we experience joy. We experience love. We experience joy, happiness, peace, contentedness, all the colors of the rainbow that we enjoy. If we combine them all into one, that's the experience of love. It's also synonymous with the experience of the lack of separation. In the lack of separation, we experience unity, that the dissolution of separation, which is innate with those qualities. That's what love is. You see? It's the dissolution of separation on a practical level, and the experience of all the colors of the joy, the rainbow of joy, on an experiential level. It's no wonder we seek it. People search for this truth their entire lives, and it's simply here right now. It's that easy to experience. That is your experience of true liberation. If you follow that correctly, and you understand that you cannot find yourself doesn't exist as an object. Your sense of self is actually derived from the non-objective experience of pure being. That is what you are. Then it expresses itself into what we call life. Death is no greater a transition than falling asleep. You see? The only difference is we don't fear falling asleep, because the thing we're attached to, namely the body and the mind, doesn't disappear completely. You see? Death is simply falling asleep, except this current body and mind won't be experienced again. It leaves that experience. It goes to a new experience, which I never touch upon because I purely don't know what that experience may or may not be. And by the way, I share these meditations every single week for completely free in my private community. If you'd like to check that out, I'd love to see you there. You can find the link in the description and in the comments and in my bio and then everywhere else that I have online. Take care, guys. Have a beautiful day. Bye.